Add to stream. All right, I'm trying this. I'm not sure what's going on with my YouTube. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Is anybody there? Is this working at all? It's not showing me the link to my video. Wonder if there's something wrong with StreamYard. Let's go see. Live now. Here we go. All right, I got a link. There's one person watching. That's good. Yes, it's working. Let me put out the link. And then we're going to go over all the new documents that have just dropped. There we go. Oops, and my microphone is muted. Hi. Just wait a few minutes for some people to get here. We're going to read through the new documents that were just dropped. And let me tweet it out. A criminal complaint against Lori Vallow. All right. This should get going. Hi, Karen. How are you? You're at work? Oh, it is working now. Good. Good. All right. Hopefully people will start filtering in. There is new documents were dropped today. The criminal complaint against Lori, as well as the PC affidavit, which is pretty much the same as the one that Chad's has, but there's some new information that we need to go over. So I'm going to read it all to you. I'll put all the documents on the screen so you can see everything. So let me start by opening. We've got 12 people watching. That's good. I've been waiting for you to go live on more. You know, Rachel, I just finished. Actually, I haven't even finished editing yet. I made a video with the criminal complaint, right? Read all the way through it. I was just going to put that up real quick. And then I saw the additional documents, you know, the PC affidavit. I'm like, oh, that's big. We got to talk about that. I can't just throw that up in a video. So here I am. Also, Lori Vallow is having a hearing today at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I will be bringing you that live. I'm going to stream it right here on the channel. We can watch it and talk about it. So we'll do that later. But now we're going to go over the criminal complaint. So let me get it open and share it on my screen. If I can find it. There was a new Windows update, and it really messed up my whole computer. I'm very unhappy with this. Oh, my goodness. Open, open, open. Let me find the first page. That's not the first page. Oh, goodness. It's been a morning already. All right, here's page 1. Let me open the other pages in order so I'll know what to do. Let's count 1, conspiracy. So this should be page 2. Now let's count 2. Oh, you know, I think this would be easy. All right, there we go. I believe that, yep, that's page 1 and 2. All right, page 1 and 2 coming up on your screen in a minute. The hearing, Sophie, the hearing will be live streamed, and it will be right here on this channel. So you can hang out with me and we'll watch it live together, and then we can talk about it. So let me share my screen, and I will show you the documents that were just dropped. These are the criminal complaint against Lori Vallow. Where's my videos? All right, here we go. Can you see that on the screen? Wait for it to come up. There's a little delay here. Yep, there it is. Okay, there's the criminal complaint against Lori Vallow. So I'm just going to read through this, and then we can talk about it. This is page 1. It's really bland. I don't actually even need to read it. It just says the prosecuting attorney's office has been appointed special prosecutor, on and on and on. And here's about count 1, conspiracy to commit destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence. All right. So that's her first charge. Now the second one, this is where it gets good. Is this streaming? Nope, now I have to share it again. You know, I'm going to get the hang of this, guys. I promise. I will get good at this eventually. Here we go. These are the actual facts that they used for the court to get her arrest warrant. So I'm going to skip down to the middle of the page where it says number 1. Okay. And this is for count number 1. Count number 1 speaks to JJ. So, number 1, on or about November 26, 2019, Chad Guy Daybell misrepresented the nature of his relationship with Lori Vallow while questioned by the Rexburg Police Department during a lawful investigation regarding the whereabouts of JJ Vallow. Number 2, on or about November 26, 2019, Chad Guy Daybell contacted Melanie Gibb via phone for the purpose of requesting and or encouraging non-cooperation with law enforcement's lawful investigation regarding the whereabouts of JJ Vallow. Number 3, on or about November 26, 2019, Lori Vallow provided a false and or misleading physical location of JJ Vallow to law enforcement during a lawful investigation. Number 4, on or about November 26, 2019, Lori Vallow contacted Melanie Gibb via phone for the purpose of requesting and or encouraging non-cooperation with law enforcement's lawful investigation regarding the whereabouts of JJ Vallow during a lawful investigation. Number 5, on or about November 26, 2019, Lori Vallow contacted Melanie Gibb via phone for the purpose of requesting and or encouraging Melanie Gibb to prepare and or present false evidence to law enforcement regarding the whereabouts of JJ Vallow during a lawful investigation. Number 6, on or between the dates of January 30th, 2020 and June 9th, 2020, Lori Vallow refused and or did fail to comply with a court order to physically produce her minor child, to wit, JJ Vallow, to the Rexburg Police Department or the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare in Madison County. All right, so none of that's new. We knew all that stuff. All right, let me find the next one. Now we're going to go on to count 2. All right, you got to share this again. Photos. All right, this is count 2, and this is in reference to Tylee. Again, I'm just going to skip down to the overt facts. Number 1, on or about September 9th, 2019, Chad Guy Daybell sent text messages to another for the purpose of disguising the destruction, alteration, and or concealment of human remains on his property. Number 2, on or about November 26, 2019, Lori Vallow provided false information to law enforcement regarding Tylee Ryan's attendance at BYU, Idaho, and or her current housing situation. Number 3, on or between the dates of January 30th and June 9th, 2020, Lori Vallow refused and or did fail to comply with a court order to physically produce her minor child, Tylee Ryan, to the Rexburg Police Department or to the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare in Madison County. All right, so that's all pretty standard. All right, we pretty much knew all of that before. No big, great shocker. However, there's some more information that has also come out, and this is where it's going to get a little ugly. All right, but we're going to go through it together, and we're going to get through this. Now, part of the documents that were released, and I don't have the whole thing. All right, I've only have the pieces that were put out, but there was a PC affidavit giving more information and background, and there's some things here that we haven't heard before, so we're going to read through them together. Let me share this first page with you. And here we go. All right. Okay. Number 61. Now, I really want to get this entire document, so I'm working on that. But let's start with this. Number 61. Due to the facts listed in this affidavit, probable cause exists that Chad Daybell, Lori Vallow, and Alex Cox conspired to commit the crime of concealing and destroying altering evidence they knew would be produced, used, or discovered as evidence in a trial, proceeding, inquiry, or investigation involving a felony. Number 62. Chad Daybell performed at least the following overt acts in furtherance of the aforementioned conspiracy. A. Texted Tammy Daybell and told her about burning debris and burying a dead raccoon in the pet cemetery on September 9th. B. Deceptively acted as if he did not know Vallow very well and did not know Vallow's phone number when questioned by Rexburg Police on November 26th, despite the fact that they were married at the time. What a dumbass. Number 63. Alex Cox performed at least the following overt acts in furtherance of the aforementioned conspiracy. A. Told Rexburg Police on or about November 26th that JJ was with his grandma Kay Woodcock in Louisiana. B. Transported JJ Vallow from Madison County, Idaho to Chad Daybell's property in Fremont County, September 23rd, 2019. All right, so that's new. I mean, we kind of put that together, but now that's officially stated. Number 64. Lori Vallow performed at least the following overt acts in furtherance of the aforementioned conspiracy. A. Telephoned Melanie Gibb and asked her to lie to the police about the location of JJ. B. Asked Gibb to create false evidence of JJ's existence and location. C. Falsely informed the Rexburg police that JJ was in Arizona with Melanie Gibb. D. Falsely informed the Rexburg Police Department that Tylee was attending BYU, Idaho, and living with Vallow. E. Refused to produce the children to the Rexburg Police or Idaho Department of Health and Wellness, or Health and Welfare, as required by court order. All right, so a little bit there, but there's another one. Hold on one second, and I will get it to share you. Number 8. All right, this one's going to be rough, all right? So if you don't want this kind of detail, then look away now. Right, 'cause this is about the actual autopsy. So here we go. Number 57. On June 11th, 2020, I observed the autopsy of the body described in paragraphs 45 through 50. The body had not yet been removed from the plastic covering it was found in. As the body was uncovered and the face exposed, it was clear to me that this was the body of JJ Vallow. The body was well preserved. While I had never met JJ Vallow during his life, I was familiar with his face due to seeing many pictures and videos of him. I was further familiar with his haircut in the pictures that I had seen of him in Yellowstone, which was shaved on the sides and back and longer on top. JJ was further identified by Brandon Boudreaux, who was shown an autopsy photograph of the body and face and was able to verify the remains were JJ. Number 58. On June 11, 2020, I also observed the autopsy of the human remains described in paragraphs 51 through 55. It was not possible to identify those remains by simply looking at them, as they were too damaged by fire and dismemberment and no longer had any recognizable features. However, Dr. Glenn Smith, an orthodontist and deputy coroner in the Ada County Coroner's Office, was able to identify these remains as belonging to Tylee Ryan by matching an irregular jawline with an x-ray of Tylee when she was alive. Despite identifying Tylee, law enforcement would advise that it would still be wise to obtain a DNA verification. We were informed that sufficient soft tissue existed, which was not burnt, that we would be able to test the DNA. We are in the process of having said test performed. Whew, my goodness. So, yes, now we actually have official confirmation that Tylee was dismembered. All right. I said it. I said that I would have to come to you and say that. We have it, but at least it's official. That's what I wanted to see. The problem, or one of the worst parts of this, is that Brandon Boudreaux had to identify JJ from an autopsy picture. Can you imagine everything that Brandon's been through and all the stuff that he's got going on currently with their custody case? And he was the one that had to identify JJ. I can't imagine the horrors that Brandon's dealing with. Anyway, let me check on chat now that I have closed all the images and I can see what's going on. Hi, Karen, Rachel, Lyle, Sophie, Sandra, Christy, everyone. Look at all these people. Hi, Kilara. How are you doing? Hi, Robbie Lynn. Gray Hat Jen. Nice to see you. Yeah, poor Brandon. Beth, welcome to the live stream. Hi, Kativa. Today, they released some information on the Lori Vallow new charges. The criminal complaint has been released. All of the documents that I just read to you are up in their entirety in the Discord server. So if you're there, you can read them there. Justin Lum has them on Twitter and Facebook. So just, open Twitter and you'll see them all over the place. But if you want to just see them in-house, they are in Discord. Okay, so there they are. Cowgirl Up. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work, darling. I will keep it up. I am on this like crazy. Cowgirl, funny thing this morning, I wake up and I log onto YouTube and I see Judge Edens is going live on Facebook with a test, or live on YouTube. And I'm like, what? Why is he going live? So I watch it, and they were just testing the Zoom features and testing the YouTube broadcasting. And I'm like, interesting. And then he did it 2 more times. So I'm putting up a notice in Discord. I'm like, heads up, Judge Edis is testing his live streaming stuff. I bet we're going to hear an arraignment today. And sure enough, I was right. I called it. 4:30 p.m. today, there will be an arraignment for Lori Vallow in front of Judge Edens. I will be streaming that to you live right here. And we'll watch the whole hearing and we'll get to talk about it. So, yeah, that's happening. This is really happening. All right. These are real charges. Yeah, man, I was out of bed before the sun. I was actually. I haven't slept too much since taking over this case, but woo. All right. So what do we have in the criminal complaint? Nothing really new in the criminal complaint. Nothing we didn't know. Just that now they're saying Lori was just as involved as Chad was, at least. And so those charges, that's what her arraignment will be on today. The 2 counts of conspiracy to destroy, alter, or conceal evidence, all right, regarding JJ and Tylee. The PC affidavit, that's what I need the whole document of. That's what we only have a few pages of. Justin Lum has put up a few snippets, but, I want to see the whole thing. So hopefully we'll be able to get that to you. I might send him a message and be like, give me the document. So we'll see. But one of the hardest thing in the PC affidavit is hearing about the autopsies, and knowing that Brandon was the one who identified JJ. That really, I don't know, that gets in my heart a little bit, Poor Brandon. The arraignment, yes, Kavita, it will be at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So what does that make it for California time Pacific? 2 hours, 3:30 Pacific, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to go live probably about half an hour before it starts. So we'll recap the criminal complaint. We'll recap the PC affidavit, and get everyone up to date before it starts. I believe it's 3:30 Pacific, Acre, because it's 4:30 Mountain. So I think there's an hour difference, and it's 5:30 Central. So Miss Wee Lassie, hi, how are you? Says, oh, I can't wait to see Lori. Yeah, I want to see her later. I kind of hope she's not wearing a mask, because I want to see if she's dumb enough to try her Skittles lipstick again and sit there smirking. She shouldn't be smirking now. She could be smirky before, but now she better look a little bit contrite. But somehow I don't think she will. So, whew. So yeah, the documents are up. They are in Discord. Go have a read through them. Let me know if you picked up anything on it that I missed, because that was a really quick read, so I could have missed some stuff. And man, I want to see how many gray roots she has. Yeah, hopefully she's not getting her hair dyed in jail. I don't know about that. Oh, man. So, I keep watching Justin Lum's Twitter because I want to see the rest of the PC affidavit. I think it's going to be pretty gruesome, unfortunately, but that's where a lot of the details are going to be. I also have an image of her warrant, the actual warrant. I'll put that in Discord. Don't need to read that. There's nothing there. Just looking over all the documents. Nothing else that I haven't read to you yet. Justin Lum just says, according to Melanie Gibb, Lori Vallow told her she handed off JJ to his grandma to live with her. Yeah, we know that. That's not new. So the stuff that we heard wasn't really new information. It's all things we've heard before, pretty much. So, but now to see it formally stated on the court documents, they're getting ready. They're getting ready to bring some pretty big charges. They really are. So we're going to stay tuned. I'm assuming that the hearing today is going to be maybe a bond hearing. They're going to talk about bond. They'll talk about the charges. They'll set the preliminary hearing. Remember, Lori has a preliminary hearing scheduled for July 9th regarding the desertion charges. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be vacated now, and they'll reschedule for these charges. And hopefully, once they finish all the forensic testing, that will be rescheduled for first-degree murder charges. That's what I want to see. I'm not going to be happy till we get first-degree murder charges for her and Chad and anyone else that needs it. So, because we don't know. This affidavit or this criminal complaint that they released doesn't have nearly as much information as Chad's did, right? As far as phone pings and timing and movements and all that stuff. So hopefully we're going to get a more detailed account of that. But this seems to just be like, here, pretty much copy pasted Chad's and threw Lori's name in a few places. So we shall see. Hi, Stormy. How are you? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sophie. Oh, boy. They're giving away free. Oh, goodness. Kaylara. Joseph Murray. Joseph Murray. Let me find you the picture because this is unbelievable. Do you guys know who Joseph Murray is? One of Chad Daybell's children, Emma, right? She is married to Joseph. Emma Murray and Joseph Murray. Joseph Murray is a piece of work. He really is. He's been posting some really antagonistic Facebook posts and stuff on social media. When Nate Eaton was in the helicopter flying overhead on the way for the big search on the 9th, Joseph said some nasty stuff to him on social media. So, oh, the sound is just as bad as you're recording or something like that. And of course, Nate's like, hi, Joseph, I'm almost at your house. That was actually pretty funny. I give Nate a lot of credit for that. But Emma's seen in the background of some news reporter was giving a newscast from the driveway. Emma pulls in her car, and she's sitting in the car behind the news reporter on camera, making faces, sticking out her tongue. She is a brat. She is a brat. There's no other word for Emma. She's a brat. But they have been posting some really antagonistic stuff. Now, let me show you this. Let me share my screen again. This was posted by Joseph Murray, and this is allegedly verified to be him. Allegedly verified, what does that even mean? I don't know. But it's believed to really be from Joseph. So, yeah, where's the picture? Here we go. All right. Yeah, Joseph Murray posted that. Now, this image is not from Chad Daybell's yard. Don't lose your minds, okay? It's not. It's from the house where I guess they used to live or something, across the street, something like that. That's not Chad Daybell's yard, so take a deep breath. But it's still very antagonistic. He knew what people would think when they saw that, and he did it on purpose because Joseph Murray is a jackwagon. It's the nicest thing I can say in a live stream. But yeah, he did that. So these are the kinds of people that we're dealing with here. You know what I mean? That's Chad's son-in-law. That's Chad's daughter's husband. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And that's not the worst of the things he's posted. That's just the most recent. Okay. So, Sarah says, I heard someone say cut Emma a break because she grew up with Chad. Yeah, kind of. I can understand why she's such a brat, but she's still such a brat, and she can change her behavior if she wanted to. So I'd like to cut her a break, but I can't. Now, Garth seems pretty nice. We saw that interview with him with that YouTuber Tyson Draper, and Garth seemed very polite and pleasant. I don't know Garth. Seth has a t-shirt business. Okay. But Emma has just come out and been being an absolute shit. She really has. So, yeah, and they're both teachers. Go figure. I would not want that woman teaching my children. So, yeah, that's the latest that we have from Joseph Murray. Such a winning personality, that guy. But yeah, anyone who could post a picture like that after 2 children's bodies were found buried, and I can't. These people are just horrible. They're horrifying. Paula says, I missed it. What she did. I just read the criminal complaint that was filed this morning against Lori Vallow, detailing the charges against her and the evidence they have to back up those charges, as well as some new details that came out of the PC affidavit that was submitted alongside the criminal complaint, basically saying they think Lori was involved in the conspiracy to hide or alter or destroy the bodies, okay, which we know that same charges as Chad. They didn't really give us too much new information or insight with those, but we did hear a little bit more about the autopsies, and now it's actually official news about the autopsies. Yes, they have officially now stated that Tylee was burned and dismembered. I hate that. It's not something that surprises any of us. And I've been telling you all along, I'm sure I'm going to have to come out and say, yes, it is true. But I wasn't going to say that until we had official documentation. And now we do. So there you go. That is official. Also, we learned that it was Brandon Boudreaux who identified JJ's body from autopsy photos. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart in two. Brandon, man, it's like I just want to go find Brandon and be like, what do you need? Let me do anything for you. Let me help you, because he's been through too much. They tried to kill him. His wife thinks some of their kids are zombies, so she probably wants to kill them. This nasty custody battle. I mean, I can't believe everything that Brandon's going through. I can't. So, all right. So I'm not going to stand here too long because I do have to get ready for this afternoon. Remember, 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. Come back here. I'm going to go live, and we're going to stream you the hearing. Lori Vallow is appearing before Judge Edens this afternoon. I don't expect it to be a very long hearing. Probably just they might argue about bond. They're going to read the charges, just like we saw with Chad's arraignment. All right, so it's going to be pretty short, pretty procedural, stick to the facts, and they'll probably schedule a new preliminary hearing. So that's going to happen today at 4:30, and I'll bring that to you live. We can talk about it. But remember, right after about half an hour after that starts, Paul has his Patreon live chat, and I've got to be over there. So we won't be able to talk about it too long. However, we've solved that problem too. After Paul's Patreon thing is over, we will be live on the other channel, the podcast channel. Let me get you a link to that. So, I mean, we're just going to be live all over the place today. It's just happening. This is real. I'm doing it live. Let me find, where's the podcast channel? Here it is. Let me get you a link 1 second. So you can have this channel. So a lot of times when Paul and I go live, just for conversation stuff, but not news, we will do it on this channel here. Here is a link to it. Mods, if you can bookmark this, it's very hard to find. For some reason, when you search that channel, it doesn't come up. So you might want to keep that bookmarked. That channel right there, later tonight, like I'm talking 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there, Paul and I will be live over there to talk about all of this stuff as casual conversation. So subscribe to that channel because we'll be live there. Paula, the hearing is 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. I believe that's 3:30 Pacific, maybe 2:30 Pacific. I don't know what Pacific time is. I didn't look it up. So anyway, I will be, I'm going to schedule the live in an hour or two. So you'll see the upcoming thing for it. So you'll be able to just click on that. And as soon as I go live, you'll hear it. So I'm going to go live about half an hour before the hearing so we can catch up on all this news and just get ready. Get ready to watch it. 4:30 p.m. it says. Judge Edens, let me check my tweet deck just to make sure. Excuse me. Let's see. Yep. Mark Means will be appearing as Lori's lawyer. Very interesting. Yeah, it should be 4:30 p.m. So I will be live half an hour beforehand just to make sure if it does start early, we won't miss it. So what is my email? My email is awinreesepodcast@gmail.com. You can always reach me there. Parimjeet says, hi, Awin. Good job for covering this case. It's getting weirder. Yes, it is. Can't wait to see Lori in court. How can Emma live in the house? I don't understand how anybody could live there. Although Emma does seem to have been drinking the Daybell Kool-Aid pretty hardcore. So, I heard of this, what to look at. I'm not sure what you're asking, Multi-Sirens. Can someone in here repeat the update real quick? Yep, just go with it. The criminal complaint was filed against Lori Vallow this morning. Basically, it's the same charges as Chad, pretty much the same information in the complaint. We didn't learn too much new there, but she has now been formally charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to destroy, alter, or conceal evidence. Those are felony charges. She has an arraignment today in front of Judge Edens at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll bring that to you live here. All right, so keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to go live about half an hour before that starts. We also have the PC affidavit, well, parts of it anyway, that were released in conjunction with the criminal complaint, talking about the autopsies of the children. And the main thing we learned from that is it is now actually official that Tylee was dismembered and burned. So there's that. But also Brandon Boudreaux was the one who identified JJ's body through autopsy photos. So that's terrible. That's heartbreaking. So yeah, we've got some more information. We're going to tear through the criminal complaint again later, and I'm going to have some time to reread it and sit with it and see what else pops out at me. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Also today, I don't know if you guys, with all the news that's been breaking, some things have gotten kind of lost in the confusion. But there's something that I did that I think is really good. I'm proud of it. So I want to give you a link to it. It may help us going forward, especially as we start getting into court cases and trials. Right there, that link with the stars, that's a link to a family tree that I made. So you can see how the Cox family breaks down, how they intersect with the Vallows and the Daybells and all of that stuff. It's a short little just visual, here's your family tree, right? So a good research link, because I want to give you as much information so we can research this together. So there you go, check that out. That took me more hours than I would like to admit because I'm not good at PowerPoint, and I had to even have my daughter come save me because I broke it. So, yeah, thanks to my daughter, Mira, for saving my butt on that PowerPoint presentation. I'm learning it. I'll get better. Oh, but yeah, so that's what we know so far. The criminal complaint documents, as well as the pieces of the PC affidavit that we have, are up in the Discord channel. So feel free to go there. You can download the documents, you can read them, whatever you want. But anytime I get a piece of paper like that, I want to give it to you so we can all be working with the same set of facts. Anyway, what Mormon apostle warning did you refer to? That was Elder Bednar, Willis. Elder Bednar had a warning the other day. Yeah. Expat Mara, I think the arraignment is 7 hours behind GMT. Oh, now you're doing math. You guys figure that out. Happy Hippie says, screw Netflix, this is better. You know, Hippie, this case would be too crazy for a Netflix show. Don't you think? If you were watching Netflix with all this stuff, you'd be like, yeah, nah, that's just too silly. You know, you wouldn't be able to take it seriously. But here we are in real life. This is real life. So I encourage you all to join Discord. We can talk in there. You can chat. It is absolutely free. There's no charge to use Discord. It's a free app to download. You can do voice chats with anyone. You can do video chats. You can share documents, pictures. You can chat all day long in all kinds of rooms, you know. Willis Todd, Bednar did not give a statement about this case. No, he did not. He gave a generalized warning about some other stuff that I talk about on my Patreon channel because that's not really fit for public conversation. So you can check out his YouTube channel and go watch it and see it for yourself. So yeah, but it was not about this case. The official Mormon Church has not issued any statements formally about this case. So there. Anyway, that's all that's going on for now. Stay tuned to Discord because I'm sure more documents are going to be dropping and I will bring them to you and at least put them up there. Remember the schedule for today, 4:30, about 4 o'clock Mountain, about 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. I'll be going live because we're going to cover the hearing. All right, so we'll be doing that. After that, we're going to pop over to Paul's Patreon thing for a little bit. And then Paul and I will be going live on the other channel. Gave you a link for that. And it'll all be linked in Discord. We'll all have it on our community tab. I'll put all the links. And just once more, here is the link for the podcast channel where Paul and I do our lives. We'll be there later this evening, 7, 8 o'clock-ish, to go over all of this stuff and talk to you guys about what you think. So there you go. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for your support. And man, get ready for this hearing because it's going to be good. All right. So thank you, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.